Representative Stewart.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Will the sponsor yield?
Sponsor yields.
The Chattanooga Times-Free Press says that anybody who votes for this budget is voting to give $500,000 to a museum that's not located in Tennessee, that we're giving it to a museum that's located in Virginia. Is that true?
I have no idea exactly where that museum is located. They just said, and I'm taking it for word, that the museum now is in Tennessee. That's what your leader told me, or your caucus chairman told me it was in Tennessee.
Well, I guess we can all go back and look and figure out where the planned museum is. I'm looking at the website, and it says the center will be housed in a 24,000 square foot facility in downtown Bristol, Virginia. I'm looking at a newspaper report where they question Lieutenant Governor Ramsey about the museum. Do you think Lieutenant Governor Ramsey would have pointed out that the museum was not in Virginia if in fact that was the case? Do you think he probably knows where the museum is?
I think you'd have to ask Governor Ramsey that.
So literally here on the floor, you're not going to be able to answer the question whether $500,000 coming out of the people of Tennessee's pockets is going to a museum that's located in Virginia or Tennessee. We're not going to know that tonight. Nobody in this room knows where this money's going. I'm surprised I can't get a straight answer to that question, frankly.
Well, I'm going to try to give you a straight answer. Your caucus chairman or your leader said it was in Tennessee.
I'm asking you, sir.
Well,
you're the one.
I'm taking it from what your caucus leader or chairman said.
Madam Speaker, I'm just trying to get a straight answer to a simple question. Is the museum that we're giving $500,000 to in Virginia or is it Tennessee? I think the members should know that.
It's in Tennessee. It's in Tennessee right now.
Okay. Are we giving $500,000 to build or improve a museum that is to be located in the state of Virginia, or is the article in the Chattanooga Times-Free Press false? Are these false statements that were reported in the Chattanooga Times-Free Press?
Representative Stewart, I'll repeat again. The museum at the present time is in Tennessee.
Okay. Well, perhaps someone else can get up and answer this question, because here's what the newspaper article says, so we're clear. Senate Speaker Ron Ramsey, Republican Bluntville, sought $500,000 for a museum in nearby Bristol, Virginia to mark the origins of country music. The state of Virginia has provided $3 million, and the money was provided by the Appalachian Regional Commission too. A building has been donated. I'd like to know if the donated building, to which apparently Speaker Ramsey is asking us to give $500,000, is located in the state of Tennessee or the state of Virginia. It sounds like it's located in the state of Virginia. I think at a time when we are in this budget cutting the higher education budget by 2%, cutting the University of Tennessee's budget by 7%, to just name a couple cuts, we should not be giving money to build buildings in the state of Virginia. I think the Tennessee legislature should focus on giving money to buildings in the state of Tennessee. And I'd urge anybody who can actually identify where this building is, if I'm wrong and it's not as reported in the Times-Free Press, in Virginia, perhaps someone could get up and explain what the address of this building is. Obviously, I think this newspaper article is correct. Thank you.
Representative Towns.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Parliamentary inquiry. Mr. Clerk.
You're recognized.
In the event that what my colleague from Davidson County just stated is the case, in fact, that museum is located in Bristol, Tennessee, or Bristol, Virginia, is it legal or illegal for members of this General Assembly to give Tennesseans money to another state?
Mr. Clerk.
The monies of Tennessee are to be designated by this General Assembly, where this General Assembly determines that they should go.
I'm asking you, is it legal for us to give Tennesseans money to another state? And if that is the case, Mr. Clerk, give me facts. When has it been done before?
That's not a parliamentary inquiry.
The parliamentary inquiry was stated up front. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm sorry, sir.
My initial question was the parliamentary inquiry. Is it legal for Tennesseans' revenue to be given to another state? Is it legal? And if it is, give me the Tennessee code annotated where it
Mr.
states that it is.
Mr. Clerk?
Madam Speaker, I believe that would be a question that would need to be directed to the State Attorney General.
Well, Mr. Clerk, I would suggest that we get the State Attorney General up here before we vote. That's what I'm requesting, that we get him up here and ask the question. Simple as that.
Are you finished?
I'm requesting that we get the State Attorney Generals up and let the leaders ask that question because I want to know before we vote on it.
Leader McCormick, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. If the question is, can we spend money outside of the borders of the state of Tennessee, and is that objectionable, then would it be objectionable for the state of Tennessee to spend money to take care of memorials to our dead soldiers in France from World War II that died storming the sands of Normandy? That's what we're doing right now. So I'd say it's probably legal if we're going across state lines.
Representative Towns.
What you're giving me is your probability and what you probably think. What I want to know what the facts are and what Tennessee annotated state. Okay, I want the code where it says we can do it. Yeah, you can do it, but it doesn't make it right because you do it doesn't make it legal. Simple parliamentary inquiry, and I want it answered.
Representative Towns on the measure before us. Representative Fitzhugh, you're recognized.
I pass, Madam Speaker.
Representative Turner, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me clear some things up. I think Representative Sargent misrepresented what I said, and he's probably stunned because he obviously didn't know about this, and I would feel betrayed if my Senate colleagues did this to me. But currently it's called Rhythm and Folk Festival. I think it's actually headquartered Empire Comics, which is in Bristol, Tennessee. But the Smithsonian, if you go to their website and look it up, they do these heritage museums. This is a country music heritage museum they're building in Bristol, Virginia, at the corner of Moore and State Street. Beautiful location there in Virginia. If you got Google Maps, you can go up there and just zoom right in on it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're telling you the truth here. This site is in Bristol, Virginia. There are no soldiers buried on this site, so we should not have to worry about maintaining it for that reason. But let me tell you, I could not go home and face my constituents, knowing I did this. I'm telling you that this is the truth. Look it up yourself. You got your computers here at your desk. This is a Smithsonian project. It's a heritage museum dealing with folk music and country music. It's going to be built in Bristol, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope we get that straight, and I hope we don't vote this for that reason. For that reason.